So you've spent a long day working in your shop, and you just want to relax with a nice cold. Wait a minute. There we go. Wouldn't it be great if you had this easy scrap wood gift that you can give to your loved ones so they wouldn't have to wonder what that cold beverage tastes like? They could just open it up and enjoy it. Well, that's what I plan on making. I had some extra walnut and maple and cherry from a larger project that I'm working on. And when it comes to these nice woods, you don't really like to have extra. So I planned on making some bottle openers. I was able to find the hardware on Amazon fairly inexpensive. It was a kit of 20, so it came with 20 openers and 40 screws, and even a cute little screwdriver. So here I'm just breaking down the lumber in random sizes. I really didn't measure much of anything because I want it to look pretty random. Had to sand everything down, and I am doing three different slabs. So this one here is walnut and maple. I also have cherry, walnut and maple, and I think just cherry and maple. So after letting this, gluing this up with Tight Bond 3, removing all the excess glue, and just letting it sit overnight, I had to come back and remove whatever else other squeeze out with a nice chisel and a small little plane. And once that was all removed, I could get to sanding. I didn't want to sand with any of the glue because it would come up with sandpaper and pretty much be worthless. And these boards were actually conveniently just large enough to work on my oscillating belt sander. So I was able to get everything level and then just do a little finish sanding. And those smaller pieces I can get one out of, and this larger piece I was able to get two out of. I wasn't sure if I was going to just go with circles or if I wanted to go with more of a handle. And I like the handle, it's a little bit more ergonomic. So here I'm just relieving the hole for the opener for the hardware. I just want that to be recessed a little bit. It is a little bit more recessed because I know I'm going to do some more sanding. Now I did do a second hole for the bottle relief, but I did not like the way that the Forstner bit left that little dimple, so I'm just going to have this router bit clean that up. And I'm not going too deep, just enough to take that little dimple out. So now you'll see that's a flush bottom, and that's the way I like it. So now I had to break out my scroll saw. Just a simple design. I actually used the metal part of the opener as the circle for the bottom, and I went a little bit larger just whatever was comfortable in my hand and whatever I had the material for. So after going around with the scroll saw, I'm just going to sand this down some more on the oscillating belt sander, and then do some shaping with some 60 grit paper just to give it something that's comfortable in the hand. And unfortunately, I forgot to record that, so I've got some missing video there. But you can see I shaped it a little bit so it does sit in the hand a little bit more comfortably. And here I'm just adding a butcher block finish to it because it'll make that colors of the grain and everything really pop and comes to life. And the only other thing I did was I added one magnet here, but when I tested it on my garage fridge it wasn't strong enough, so unfortunately I did have to add a second magnet. I made 4 of these with 2 magnets. Here you can see the walnut and maple. In the future I'm gonna go online and get stronger magnets so I can only have to use one. But here you go. Grab some of that scrap wood you've got sitting in a scrap bin, glue it up, let it sit. Get a couple of Forstner bits and a router bit if you care for it, and this makes a perfect project, perfect gift, and hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.